Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your tarot card reading for March 2023. This is a general reading, so the roles of the individuals or energies identified may be swapped, and the intensity of the situation may vary. Feel free to take with you whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. At the end of the reading, I will be pulling a couple of oracle cards to provide guidance and to answer a question of yours. In this first column, we find out what seeks your attention. You have Desert Passage, Trust There's a Divine Plan. You have Page of Cups, 10 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. In the second column, we explore an important relationship. You have this Water Surrender card. You also have the Tower, Knight of Wands, and the Empress. In this third column, we take a look at your work. You have this Moon card. You also have Page of Swords, 4 of Wands, and 9 of Cups. The card at the bottom of the deck that influences the reading, the influential energy of this reading, you have the 10 of Swords. So some type of ending, needing to let go of something and embrace the new day ahead. So let's take a look here. You have this Desert Passage, Trust There's a Divine Plan. Perhaps it has to do with whatever this 10 of Swords situation, whatever it is that came to an end. It's a sense of, it might feel like you are alone and not exactly sure of what's next, but kind of trust in yourself and the universe, because something new will come your way. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the 10 of Cups, which is, happiness, celebrating with those around you. And it's not just about happiness, it's about having that emotional support with those that you care about and care about you. You also have the Page of Cups, which is a sense of possibilities, new creativity, imagination, possibly, new love coming your way. So let's do some clarification here. So let's take a look at this Page of Cups up here at the top. We have the King of Cups. So Scorpio, this could be you. This could be you transforming from the Page of Cups to the King of Cups. It may be that this King of Cups is someone that you will be meeting on this journey that you're taking, this new journey. Someone who is kind of mature, wise, supportive, someone who is wanting to kind of be the best version they can be to help those around them and to be part of their lives. So let's take a look at the 10 of Cups here. We have the World card. So another card of success, happiness, achievement, accomplishment. Let's take a look at the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Cups here. So this is a card of nostalgia, childhood, possibly even your inner child. So for those of you who, whatever this 10 of Swords situation was, if this has kind of created a new opportunity for you to kind of reflect on the things that you wanted when you were younger, it's a sense of, kind of focusing on that and kind of investing yourself in that potential, whether it's a career path or a job, but it seems like there is a lot of emotions, a lot of love that kind of the universe wants you to pay attention to. So things are going to get a lot better for you. Here we have this other card of water, which is your element, and which all these cups kind of are representative of. We have this surrender card, which is kind of like to let go of things, let go of whatever isn't for you, isn't serving your best and highest good, and just allow things to, flow the way they need to. You have the tower here. Perhaps this tower is associated with the 10 of Swords situation, whatever is kind of maybe it was a shock to your system. If it hasn't happened yet, it's a sense of it'll be easier. It'll be easier to deal with if you try not to hold on too tightly to things that aren't quite stable, and be ready to, build from the ground up, whatever this might be. This might be like a false belief that you have, a sense of security that really isn't providing you security. You also have the Knight of Wands. So since this has to do with an important relationship, it may be, whoever this Knight of Wands is, they kind of came in fast and furious and really weren't going to stick around. And here it's kind of like just to let that go. And here you have the Empress card. So this is a card of love, beauty, creativity, abundance, fertility. So in this deck, the Empress has given so much that the color has been kind of sucked out entirely, and the only way to restore that color is to focus on themselves for a bit, to practice some self-love, self-care. So let's take a look at this Knight of Wands here. We have here the Queen of Wands. So here it may be that you were trying to, hoping that this Knight of Wands would be kind of turning into a loyal King of Wands. And so you were ready and willing to be this kind of Queen of Wands, like waiting, ready to step into your power, to be this power couple. So let's take a look at the Tower situation. We have the Five of Cups. So disappointment, loss, sadness with this Tower. It's interesting. You've got this fire element, and here you've got this water kind of putting out that fire. So, just kind of surrender to whatever feelings are, brought up for you, and use that time to kind of rebuild your foundations. Like, what is it that you expected that you shouldn't have expected? Going forward, what have you learned from that? So let's take a look at this Empress here. We have the Five of Pentacles. So looking at the injuries as opposed to the solutions, or looking at the problems as opposed to the solutions. Here it, recognize that there is, there's a divine plan. There's going to be happiness ahead. Right now it's time for you to kind of deal with what was, focus on yourself, and focus on what can be in the future. So here, in terms of your work, you have this Moon card, and it kind of talks about cycles and transformations. And, it's kind of like ups and downs will come. There's going to be periods of this, periods of that, and periods of the other. So you have here Page of Swords, and this is, an opportunity to kind of focus on a new idea, do some research, learn something new. You've got the Four of Wands, and this is, celebrating milestones. And then you have here the Nine of Cups, which is happiness, self-satisfaction, contentment. So let's take a look at this Page of Swords. You have the Tower again. Interesting. Scorpio, perhaps this Tower has to do with someone at work that perhaps you were interested in, or these could be two separate Tower moments that are kind of contributing to this Ten of Swords influencing energy. Perhaps there was something that you were investigating or researching or talking about, and somehow divine intervention came in to be like, nope, that's not a good plan, or that's not happening. So let's take a look at the Four of Wands. You've got Four of Wands. So it's a sense of, even if this happened, this Tower situation happened, there's a divine plan, and there will be happiness. There will be a celebration, accomplishment to celebrate coming up for you. And with the Nine of Cups, we have the King of Wands. Interesting. So the King of Wands here, this could be you, or perhaps there's something, the cycles of your work kind of connect you with a King of Wands. But Scorpio, it seems like whatever is happening here with your love life and your work life, there's opportunities for you to really have some amazing connections and amazing accomplishments. But when it comes to whatever this relationship is, really it seems like accepting what is no longer there, focusing on how you can rebuild yourself, focusing on what you can accomplish for your life is the best way forward. So let's close off this reading. First of all, I'm going to pull a card from the Revolving Time Oracle to answer a question of yours. It can be a yes or no question. It can be about who, what, when, why, and the answer is romance. You've got this card number 23. This is, I believe, equivalent to the Knight of Cups. So here, if you're looking for a decisive answer, the answer is yes. In terms of timing, time for love. In terms of a person, you've got the water element, so that would be Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. So if you asked about, why or how, basically it is about romance and coming from the heart and truly connecting with a sense of tenderness. So now I'm going to pull a card from the Spirit of the Animals Oracle for guidance. You have this Swan Grace card. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. So basically with this card here, it's a sense of transformations. They might not kind of be graceful at the beginning. It might be some ups and downs, some moments of discomfort and dissatisfaction, but ultimately the result is this sense of beauty and grace, dignity, and really evolving into something beautiful and majestic. So, Scorpio, I hope this reading provides a helpful perspective of your March. We'll see you next time. Take care.